how's it going? Welcome back to the shop. It's been a little while since I've uploaded any videos, but I've got some updates coming with as far as the garage goes. Stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, I figured we'd talk about some tips with some zip ties. So, zip ties, they're pretty ubiquitous. You're all familiar with that. First thing I wanted to show you is when you are taking a cable or something. This is a trick I learned with bicycles. Say you've got a piece of cable or wire or whatnot, or you want to attach that to a piece of tube or something similar. A lot of times people will just take a zip tie and they'll just simply attach it, and that's all fine and good, but that can slide, this can slide, and it's just no good. So one thing that I learned, I actually found this while at work on a bicycle, is you can do a neat little knot with this. You wrap the zip tie around like this, then you wrap it another way through like this, and then you poke it through itself right there. And you tie this cool little figure 8 knot. Then when you put it onto your piece of pipe, or in the case I was dealing with, top tube of a bicycle, you cinch that down and that locks it in place, and that's not going anywhere. So the next tip I have is going to be regards to cutting zip ties. Now, lots of people know the best thing to do with this is to get yourself a set of flush cut pliers. Use those flush cut pliers to snip it like that, and then it's perfectly flush. There's nothing to scrape yourself on. But what if you don't have a set of these? Well, two options. The next best thing, which everyone should have if you're a normal human being with sensible hygiene, would be a pair of toenail clippers. So these are a flush cut for the most part, and they give a nice little rounded edge. So you just take that, snip your tail, not going to scratch yourself. But what if you still don't have that? Well, let's see, is it that there? If you don't have one of those, and you say you cut it with a set of side cutters and you do a really terrible job, and you're like, that's really stabby, it's going to slice you up pretty bad. So take yourself a lighter, assuming you're not doing this by fuel or anything. Take the lighter to it, and you can melt that, and then it's not going to slice you. A little better if you cut it closer. Downside of this method is you can kind of burn your finger a little bit. So, oh, and one last thing about zip ties. This kind of goes without saying, but a lot of people don't know. Most of the time you can actually reuse them. You just take a knife or another little small sharp object, poke the tab to release it, and then it comes out. And then you can zip it again. That's all I got for today. See you next time.